Welcome to Umberta and the transits for April 2024. I will focus on the highlights related to tropical transits in the introduction to keep it simple, but in my delineation for each ascendant, I use both tropical and sidereal zodiac. The total solar eclipse, the highlight of this month, is at 19 degrees Aries in tropical zodiac or 25 degrees Pisces in Revati Nakshatra. Mercury retrograde in tropical is entirely in the sign of Aries. However, in sidereal, Mercury, who's retrograding in Aries until the 9th, slides back into Pisces in retrograde motion and continues in Pisces in direct motion. So it starts retrograding in Ashwini Nakshatra, slides back into Revati Nakshatra in a conjunction with Rahu and Sun, reaches Kazimi on the 12th of April and continues its retrograde motion into Pisces until the 25th of April, when it reaches the same degree as it was on the 22nd of March. Then it turns direct and retraces its steps until the 14th of May, when it reaches the same degree as it was on the 2nd of April. So what does this dance suggest? Well, it depends on what house Mercury rules in your chart and its natal placement. Generally, though, it suggests that we may not have complete information available to us in the next 2 months to take decisive action. To avoid falling in the trap of analysis paralysis or to avoid being in an indecisive mode forever, we may have to resort to finding our way or take decisions through intuitive conclusions based on partially available information. One caveat is that the information that is available must be clearly communicated and understood by us and others. As a metaphor, it's quite similar to being blindfolded and identifying something by sensing its shape or form. If you have a natal placement in tropical Aries, or if you're one of the cardinal rising signs of tropical Cancer, Capricorn, Aries or Libra, you would feel the effect of this eclipse as your life changes unexpectedly in 2024. In sidereal zodiac, it's the mutable signs who would experience the impact. By mutable, I mean those of you with personal planets or ascendant in sidereal Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo or Pisces. Now on to your rising sign of tropical Sagittarius or sidereal Scorpio. Most of you may continue experiencing a cooling off or an emotional distance between you and your family, or you and your mother this year and part of next. A few may even be compelled to relocate or be forced to dispose of a property sometime in the next 15 months. Some of you may also be facing a very challenging time in your professional life. Whether the net result is positive or negative hangs on where and when, which sign the sun is placed in your natal chart. Overall, though, you may have to struggle that much harder to achieve any positive result in your professional life. That raise that you desire may take longer than past years, or you may have to face intense pressure from your boss, or you may experience humiliation at work. Compartmentalize your life to an extent where you don't allow your work life to infringe on your personal life, so that one is not negatively impacted by another too much. Take the stress, pressure in your stride, knowing that this transit of Saturn through your 4th house won't be taking place in the next 3 decades. Those of you who desire to become parents may find it slightly challenging to conceive this year. If you're trying to conceive, skip trying in April, as it's unfavorable for conception given the eclipse. A few of you may travel long distance for pleasure. Just be cautious about your health while traveling. Some of you could have visiting guests from foreign lands or overseas. Others of you may fall in love this month. Don't jump into anything very serious because you may not be seeing the other person clearly. Take your time to get to know your partner. Some of you may receive information about your professional life that could influence you to change or modify your long-term wishes or goals. Others of you who are going through a divorce or legal proceeding of any sort might come to a settlement. Those who have younger siblings may have experienced a strange and intense power dynamic between you and your younger brother or sisters in the past 3 months. This could intensify sometime during the Mercury retrograde, so be cautious how you speak. Those who already have chronic health issues like ADHD, insomnia, spinal issues, or skin related issues, or allergies may experience a flare up this month. Easier said than done, but rest, eat well, and try not to stress over matters that are not within your control. Stay diligent about your health routines. Eat, sleep, exercise in a disciplined manner, and try not to go into extremes with health trends. That is, don't overindulge in eating food at one extreme or become extremely restrictive about food at the other end. Those who are married and are parents may experience a brief turbulent period with your spouse regarding your children. Miscommunication and misunderstanding could occur this month. Same goes for those who are employed in large organizations. It's better to be reflective and silent this month, because any word spoken out of place could snowball into bigger issues. That's all I have for you today. If you find this video meaningful, please like, subscribe, or comment. I would love to hear from you and your story. Until next time.